Hello friends, today we are going to do chapter number 8, Winds, Storms and Cyclones. We live on the earth which is surrounded by air. The layer of air surrounding the earth is called atmosphere. The moving air is called wind. It is formed by the heat of sun, or it may be said that unequal heating of different parts of the earth forms wind. Air exerts pressure. The continuous physical force exerted on an object or against an object when something comes in contact with it is called pressure. Air exerts pressure in different ways under different situations and on all objects and in all directions. Air helps the leaves of trees, banners or flags to flutter. When the wind is blowing, it causes the tires and balloons to inflate. When we pump air or fill air into the bicycle tube, the air molecules inside the tube collide with the walls of the tube and exerts air pressure. The air pressure exerted from inside inflates the bicycle tube. The pressure exerted by air filled in a bicycle tube keeps the tube tight and makes the bicycle tire feel hard. If we continuously fill more and more air into the bicycle tube, the air pressure in the bicycle tube will increase too much that tube may get burst. These observations also show that air exerts pressure. High-speed wind reduces the air pressure. A pressure reduces when high-speed wind blows. Effect of high-speed winds. High-speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. Air moves from the region of higher pressure to the lower pressure. The greater the difference in pressure, the faster the air moves. It is due to the heat of the sun from which air becomes warm, producing a low pressure. So the warm air rises up and the cool air from the surroundings moves towards the sea. The fast moving air blowing over an object helps in lifting the object up by producing a region of low pressure above it. This can be shown by the following activity. Air pressure is caused due to the constant bombardment by moving air molecules on the surface of the paper strip. We have learnt that when high-speed air is blown over a strip of paper, it is lifted up. Similarly, if the high wind blows over the roof of houses, it will reduce the air pressure above the roofs, and if the roofs of houses are weak, then higher air pressure from below will lift up the roofs, which can then be blown away by the fast winds. Therefore, weak roofs of houses can be lifted and blown away by the high-speed wind that is called a storm. High-speed wind. Strong wind. Air expands on heating. Gases or air expand more than solid and liquid on heating. Air is a mixture of gases. On heating, the molecules of air gain kinetic energy. It moves away from each other, thus occupying more space. Therefore, the air becomes lighter. Warm air rises up, whereas comparatively cool air tends to sink towards the Earth's surface. This fact of air is utilized in launching hot air balloons. In nature, there are several situations where warm air rises at a place. The air pressure at that place is lowered. The cold air from the surrounding area rushes in to fill its place. Wind currents. The wind is the movement of air which depends on the difference in air pressure in two regions. Air moves from the region of high pressure to the region of low pressure in the atmosphere. This difference in air pressure is created by uneven heating or unequal heating of the earth. The region where the air rises, an area of low pressure is created, while the region where the air sinks, an area of high pressure is created. Warm air cools and sinks. Cooler air moves in. Warm air rises. Uneven heating of earth produces wind current. First, uneven heating between the equator and the poles. The region of the earth which is close to the equator of the earth gets the maximum heat from the sun. Therefore, the air in these regions gets warm and rises, creating an area of low air pressure. The cooler air from the region of up to 30-degree latitudes belt on other side of the equator moves or rushes towards the equator and replaces the warm rising air. This makes the wind to blow from the north and south direction towards the equator. At the poles, the air is colder than at latitudes about 60 degrees. The wind flow pattern due to uneven heating between the equator and poles of the earth. Therefore, the warmer air moves upward and colder air rushes in. This makes the wind blow from the poles of the earth towards the warmer region up to about 60-degree latitudes. Second, uneven heating of land and water. During summer, the earth near the equator warms faster than the water in the oceans. The air above the land gets warmer and rises up in the sky, creating a low pressure area. Therefore, the winds flow from the ocean towards the land. These winds carry a lot of moisture with them and bring rain. It is a part of the water cycle. These rain-bearing winds are called the monsoon winds. During winter, the direction of the wind gets reversed. The wind blows from the land to the sea due to the difference in air temperature between the land and sea. This happens so because during winter the land cools down faster than the water in the oceans, and the temperature of water in the ocean is higher than that of land. The warm air over the ocean rises up, creating a region of low pressure, and cooler air from the land rushes towards the ocean. Thus, the air flows from land to ocean, carrying only a little water vapor. Hence, bring only a small amount of rain in the winter season. Thank you. Bye bye.